He's cleaning up all his spit globs. He'll be back in a minute. I'm sure he's going to guide you the right way. Maybe you could ask him for some guidance. Although I hope he doesn't treat you like those truck drivers on 19 where he's encouraging them to smoke and then the Jake brake went on. But yeah, he's a really good guy out here. You really got to listen close to him. I'm sure your Suffolk County employed relative there has a field day where they punch his name in, and I'm sure if they were able to put their hand around his neck, they probably wouldn't do too much different than I would do. Richie on the side.
Richie, stop it now, Richie. Stop it. Stop the lies. You're not putting your hand around anyone's neck, Richie. Stop it now. You're not a comic book character. You're not an ex-cop. Stop it now, Richard. You're not an ex-teacher or have teacher credentials. And you're not even eating steak tonight. How you like those cookies? I got some Italian sausage cooking as we speak. That's why I'm going to have to step away from the radio every now and then. Richie, I would even invite you over with some Italian sausage. You like Italian sausage, Richie? With some nice peppers and onions? What do you think?
No disrespect, dude, but if you were the last person on Earth and I was some starving, hungry human that if I didn't eat I would die, coming from the likes of you, I would gladly refuse because I don't associate with low-life, chunky, wannabe scum. Richie, Club.
Richie, you take food off the floor. You solicit people from McDonald's for food, for uneaten food. Come on, Richie. How could you say that to me? After all I've done for you out here, the way I've been looking out for you.
Well, I think the only truth and justice served out here in the airwave has been by me, and I've demonstrated that fairly well. I understand what you just said before. You could always hear the kid, but it's nice you acknowledged him tonight. I find that really amazing because the kid gave you quite a good information and quite a good points many times in the video. But I guess the kid demonstrates more manhood than you. I'm going to go on the side since I'm not qualified to guide or I might be corrupting the world of this minor. Richie's by quiet.
Richie, go do your K2, Richie. Go ahead.
This is Enforcer.
I'll be back. Hey, what do you call yourself, K2?
He's running from you, Bird 4. He's going to run from you left and right. I told you, he's got a hell of a copy on you. Your balcony lights him up at about 10, 20 dBs.
Well, Richie uses. Bird 4, that's his name?
Yes, Bird 400, like a bird that flies.
Yeah, I'm getting some distant locals, actually not locals, some distant stations keying up with you. I hear you, but I just got someone in the distance who's dropping it.
Yeah, try to cover up the fact he's smacking you with about 10 pounds. It's Bird 400, Bird 400, Bird. Like a bird that could fly or a bird meter. You ain't that illiterate junkie.
Hey, crackhead, how could you say he's hit me with a 10 when you're not over here looking at my S meter? What, you got a crystal ball or something, Richard? He's smacking me with an S10. Come on, Richard, stop it now. Now you got cameras all over the place? Richard, stop it now. You're not I Spy. You're not Man from Uncle. You're not Dick Tracy. Stop it. Let me go flip over the sausage before they burn. I'll be back.
You know, I bet you even the young kid is very astute to hear and comprehend and understand that you hear the things you want to hear. Like, for example, when you start off, you're not putting your hand around. See, nobody said they were going to put anybody's hand around me. It says, if we were able to. You understand? There's a big difference there. So I think the kid listens enough to understand that nobody could twist up somebody's word to try to spin the meaning of it to suit them. I don't know if that's delusional or ADD, but I know it's some kind of a psychotic deformality. Richie, I am the king of New York. While they claim to be, I am. Watch, I'll show you.
I have Asperger's syndrome and bipolar 1, and I'm proud to say it.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss? I had to flip over the sausages.
Don't say anything like that to these clowns jokingly, Bird, because they will try to run with that.
No, unfortunately, Richie, I'm not you. I don't take advantage of individuals like that, Richie. Unlike yourself. But anyway, Richie, you want to come over with some nice hot sausage, Italian sausage?
Nah, but considering it took you less than 3 seconds from key up to state you're back, and what did you miss? You really didn't miss anything. Bird, I'm on the side. I'm getting dressed. He's all yours. Have fun, my friend.
590, Richie.
You know, the kid never met me, but I bet you even he could tell you my address or where my antenna's located, or which corner Richie lives on.
590. I'm going to play that number. I think that number's going to serve me well.
You tell all the Brooklyn, Staten Island, and the Queen boys that Richie lives at 590 Clarkson and not an address on 46th Street where they helped him move into, raised his antenna, and I've hung out with him many times. So you go ahead. You try and convince half this radio world out here who's been to this 20 that it's 590 Clarkson Avenue. I'm on the side, guys.
Yeah, okay, Richie. Whatever you say, Richie. My PI gave me good intel. That's all that matters. Excellent intel. It's worth every penny.
Do you have any idea how you make yourself sound when you say PIs? I pay PIs for that information. And the world sitting there listening who knows Richie lives at 46th Street with a 46th Street legal address. You know, they laugh at you even harder. More so when you say, no, I paid for this video, More like you try to convince them you paid for a video that swears you got this cat on it doing a nasty. Before, sir, I guess you don't understand the kind of hole grave you dig for yourself every time you open your mouth. What a tangled web you weave when you tell lies. The lies just get bigger and bigger and deeper and more and real visibly easily to see. I am the king of New York. Look at the time in this video.
I said PI. Singular, not PIs. Get it clear. Get it correct.
Regardless of what you said, whether it was one man or plural, the implication that you paid somebody else to do your dirty work because you're chicken shit, or spent money in any capacity for them to tell you 590 Clarkson while half this world sitting back listening brought Richie right to his front door and knows it's nowhere near that address. That address is like 15 blocks away, dog. And all them dollar vans you hear daily in the video saying I'm outside or I'm on the corner of 46 and Winthrop. Yeah, I guess 590 Clarkson's right there at the corner of 46 and Winthrop. When I walked out that door from this messy Miracle Bench, and in less than 30 seconds, the corner street signs you see is 46 and Winthrop, where is that as opposed to 590 Clarkson? You have a good day. I'm so glad you wasted money on me. I don't want you saying you wasted the money that was on your Death Star or your Wizard One, because we're still waiting patiently for Stage 3. Everybody is. But they hold that Stage 3 in the same weight and capacity that they hold. You have possessed of the video, or you believe it, I'm at 590 Clarkson.
You sound a little concerned and worried there, Richard. You know, this PI, he's excellent, man. I can refer him to you if you need one.
Bro, considering I live at 46th Street in the third house off the corner legally, and that's nowhere near 590 Clarkson, I wouldn't want any referral, dude. But I love the way you're sticking to your story and making yourself look like an asshole that you spent hard-earned, allegedly, money that you didn't spend on your Death Star or your Wizard to get Stage 3 started on to try to find out where Richie is. Where Richie always tells you, no matter what location he's at, Richie tells you exactly where he's at. With that, y'all have a good night, guys. I gotta finish getting dressed. This junkie's all yours. Believe him if you wish. I wouldn't advise it. And do me a favor, don't ever bank or bet on him. That much I can promise you's a loss. And I'm not a gambler, man.
Oh, I guess the photos connect you coming out of that dwelling from that basement apartment. It's not you then. Okay, well, pictures don't lie. Information I have is accurate, 100% reliable. That's all that matters, Richard. I Like I said, tick-tock. Tick-tock.
Well, you do realize that now with all the stuff I got on you, say in the video gate, that I have to approach the owners and the people who reside at 590 Clarkson and make them very well aware that this address is a target by some sick, psychotic, delusional, drugged out nut. I want you to know I'm within my rights to do that. And I want you to know that should those people decide to press any charges from what I got on gate or do so, they are very welcome to do so. Especially when you threaten what you're going to do with the property. That's personal property, punishable under 240-30 of the United States Penal Law, of the New York City Penal Law. But hey, I'm not that cop. I'm on the side. Maybe the little bird Four can tell you how they do it in Nassau and Suffolk. Richie's back quiet.
Wait a minute. Whoa. I never threatened anyone at that residence, nor did I claim or make any threats to any property. See, this is all fabrication on your part, Richard. Nah, Richie. Don't even try it, Richard. I never said I was going to cause any property damage or harm anyone in that residence. I just said when you walk out, you might run into me. That's what I said, Richard. Don't try to make up stories, fabricate situations. Come on now, Richard. You know better than that. Will you try to trap the law, man? Stop that, Richard. I know better than that. So do you.
No, sir, Mr. Enforcer, you certainly didn't in the last 11 minutes of this video gate. But in previous video gates, you definitely said that. And I know nobody heard you say out here that when I walk out of that place, I might run into you. But see, the sad fact of that, the boldness of that statement is that Richie will never be walking out of there because Richie don't live there. Everybody knows where I live. I don't run and hide. I'm not a microphone tormentor, gangster. I don't curse people out or tell them to mind their business. I don't tell them that you got a big beef in the world because you're a fucking punk bitch. Richie's the butcher. Bring the beef. Guys, I gotta finish getting dressed. I'm on the side at, oh, look at that time in this video. Oh, shit.
Richie, go smoke your K2 already. You're losing it. Go join the rest of the junkies you hang out with over there in Utica.
Mr. Enforcer.
He ain't gonna talk to you because you talk to me. You will get no decent conversation out of him, but he will not answer the questions you ask him correctly, I'll tell you that right now. He'll spin into 90,000 different directions and explanations that have nothing to do with the question in hopes that the public forgot what the question was. Richie's clear.
A delusional crackhead. Do not listen to him. He's going to steer you the wrong way. He's a dangerous person. He's been arrested and he's been put behind bars for 5 years for domestic violence. Do not listen to that man.
My uncle's been behind bars for many things. He sold drugs on the street. What does that mean?
5 years he was put behind bars. He's a convicted felon.
I had people in my family who sold Tylenol on the street. What does that mean?
Yeah, what I said? Convicted felon for 5 years. Ask him yourself.
He got arrested. What? What's the problem there?
No. He put his girlfriend in a coma. You can ask him. I won't elaborate. You ask him yourself.
Gee, it took me 3 months of beating him down with that word, 6 months for him to spit it out the first time, and he finally figured out how to use it and what it means. Amazing. Very qualified to guide and teach. Overqualified. Barrett, he ain't gonna talk to you, dude. You hear his tone of voice? He's mad that he let the world know that he could hear you. Now he has to try to communicate with you and try to make himself out to be things he's not, and try to be things he's not. But he's going to guide you, help you. He's going to help you get 10-8 straight. He's going to teach you about superior equipment. He's going to teach you quite a few things there. So I'm going to sit back and allow that. I don't know how much the overseers on your end are going to allow, but I'm going to sit back and enjoy your show. I'm quiet.
Are you a cupcake?
No, you gotta write it down. Cupcake is really CK187. Enforcer is in foreskin, but Cupcake is CK. And CK is in jail, I believe.
Well, is he a chunky monkey?
Yeah, he's a very funky, chunky monkey for sure. And I guess he talked his own way into jail. Amazing. I wonder how he did that.
Mr. Enforcer, would you like chocolate cheesecake?
No, he's eating Italian fat pigs. He's eating a bunch of, he's eating, how can I say it? He's eating processed pork, which consists of 40% of actual pork fat, miscellaneous other meaty scraps and spices. He's eating what we call scum pork. I mean, us Italians do refer to sausages as scum pork. That's low pork. That's junky pork.
Well, the Puerto Ricans eat that t-shirt on.
Yeah, but they're not eating it chopped and ground up that consists of mostly fat now, are they? Matter of fact, they're more like the Italian Latinos. They're roasting whole pigs and getting nothing but prime meat.
There is a good thing about Italian sausage.
Well, considering that any form of sausage or bologna or pony that you could stick in your mouth and force us with, why do you think it's with sausage? But go ahead, tell me, little four.
It kills you, Ben.
Too much echo. And say that again.
It kills you eventually.
Roger, it does on that. It's a very high in cholesterol, very high fatty meat. You know, it's best to, when eating meats, to make sure you're eating meats and not the side fats or the white fats that are in there. But as far as all the meats on the market, yes, pork is a very highly fatty meat, whereas salmon is a very highly fatty fish. But both very good for you if utilized and ingested correctly and cooked correctly. Richie, the king of New York. Hey, Form, ask him where that landed. Maybe he'll be nice enough to tell you. We have a couple of video games of him explaining how big and slimy and colorfully looking that glob is, but he never told us where it lands. Maybe you can find out for him on the side.
Is it salty?
Richie likes it with a little salt and pepper on it.
I don't know. I'm not the one spitting it up. You'll have to ask the one spitting it up. I'm willing to believe that it's highly filled with protein and glucose.
I'm willing to believe it. Richie, was it salty?
I'm back to you that question.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lander Lincoln. Barefoot Radio, Hole in the Wall, New York City CB Shop. We're clear.
5-0 around the Big Apple. 250 around the Big Apple with my 5-watt stock radio. Just got down. 250 with a 5-watt radio. I got it all because you said it all.
Hey, he's full of shit on his 5 watts. The king of New York is clear.
All kinds of people coming back in here. I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. The man came back to me barefoot. Oh, on the protein wrap. Yes, sirree. And then the video gator show when I came off the key. Here are a couple of 250s. So even barefoot, I put your shit in the back pocket. The king of New York, Hole in the Wall CB Shop, we're clear.
Talking about. Okay. You got your amp on, you little crackhead. What are you talking about? I crushed you with your amp on. What are you, stupid or what, Richie? I'll be Doc.
Yeah, Mr. 250, Mr. Truth and Justice around New York City, NYC Radio Wars on YouTube, NYC Radio Wars on YouTube. Lets you give you all the truth and justice and show you Mr. 250 in his finest form.